Here at the European Edge, we like to keep track of the latest trends. And right now, getting a new defense minister is hotter than a Cabbage Patch Kid wrapped in a Game Boy. That's why two countries with an extremely close relationship, when they are listed alphabetically, the United Kingdom and Ukraine, have both gone this route. In the UK, Ben Wallace is out and Grant Shapps is in as a defense secretary. We took to the streets of England to find out what this means to the average Briton.
Grant Shapps being the new defence minister, I would have liked to see it go to somebody with more experience. I don't think he's got the experience to be in charge of our armed services, to be quite honest with you.
So at least one vote of no confidence there from the average Brit on the street. Ben Wallace resigned in August, saying that he wanted to invest in the parts of life I have neglected, which, since he had one of the most difficult jobs in the world, you can imagine, is code for "I'd like to do literally anything else, please." Vladimir Zelensky, meanwhile, has also sacked his defense minister, Oleksii Reznikov, saying that he needs to try a new direction in the war. We'll see. Enter Rustum Umerov, a businessman and well-known politician who is next up to bat. Most see this replacement as an attempt to clean up corruption, something Reznikov's ministry was recently accused of. Back in the UK, many have accused Prime Minister Rishi Sunak of handing the position not to the best person for the job, but to a close ally who will do as he's told. And it has to be said that Shapps does not have the best resume. In the past 3 months alone, he has held different 5 portfolios.
Well, I'd like to see Ben Wallace stay on. I think it's beneficial when you have a minister that's actually served in the armed forces. I think it should be a prerequisite.
And Shapps' basic knowledge of military issues does seem a little light.
So here's a question for you. Do you know how many ranks there are in the army?
Not off the top of my head, but on your main question, what I would say is, look, what the Ministry of Defence needs is highly experienced cabinet ministers who can run a complex infrastructure-orientated department. I've had a lot of experience of running very large budgets and complex departments.
So that's a big no. Let's see if the average person on the street fares better than Mr. Shapps.
Well, there's brigadier, general, field marshal, then it goes down to captains, majors, and sergeant majors, and then down to private.
Well, I think he got 7, but the correct answer is 12. 12 ranks in the UK Army. Congrats! You now know more about the UK military than the UK's new defense secretary. But here, in the new Europe, there is one more important question on our mind, Mr. Shapps. Will the UK keep supporting Ukraine?
Yes, you may know I was in Ukraine last week or the week before last. I'm personally very committed to Ukraine, as you know, because we've spoken about it before. We had a Ukrainian family come and live with us. And I think Ukraine's security is indivisible with our own in the UK. So our support won't waver. We've already said we will provide at least as much resource this year as we did last.
Well, he got that answer right, and I thank him.